What's good, y'all? So I want to talk about some sports stuff today. Obviously, the whole situation happened with Sherrone Moore. That shit is wild. As a former Division I football player, um, it's a very interesting situation. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about the players. Obviously from a player perspective, what's very interesting once you make it to the Division I level is that there is this pedestal that you get put on, right? You go from high school, whether you're 2 star, 3 star, 5 star, you get a Division I scholarship, you show up on campus, and there's this automatic jump that, hey, you've arrived. But not that you've arrived, like there is a spotlight on you at all times. So anything that you do is being watched and judged and critiqued, whether that's in the football facility, whether that's around campus, whether that's a game day on Saturday and you get beat or you make a, bad play or you make a great play. Like you are being constantly watched. And so thinking from the player perspective and the coach player relationship, one of the first things, I mean, when the coach is recruiting you, right, what are they saying? We're looking for leaders. We're looking for good community stewards. We're looking for highly educated individuals. We're looking for people that want to, be successful beyond the football field, right? You get sold all, and you got to think 17, 18, 19-year-olds, young men. So, of course, these young men, you're looking up to these coaches, the coaches, talk to your parents and they're like, we're going to be those father figures, those male role models that are going to protect your child while also helping turn him into a man. And so I'm thinking from that perspective on this, right? And then obviously I'm a grown man, I'm a husband, I'm a father. I'm now outside of that sports world. And so I can see clearer now outside of that shit. But seeing this relationship and seeing just everything come out, my thing is you have to ask the question, all right? Because one, when you're a football player or a football coach, these coaches spend 98% of their time at the facilities, right? The other 1% is at home. The other, percentage is out on the road, traveling, you know what I mean? Like during the season, they're at the facility, right? They're watching film, they're having meetings, they're doing business, trying to raise money for the program. They have different businesses. They're writing books. They're doing sneaker deals. They're doing coaches clinics, speaking engagements, off-season stuff like that. So, for me, all right, this chick is the executive assistant, right? So, as an executive assistant, she his right hand woman, right? Like, I need XYZ done. I need these emails done. I need these calls. She's scheduling his meetings. She's doing anything and everything. Going to get his breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Where the fuck the wife been at for the last 3 years? Obviously they got kids, right? But especially nowadays, you see the wife and the kids at the facility. The wife usually got full access. So the fact that he been able to move and navigate around this, not only with just the football program, like the other coaches, staff, administration, players, but where the fuck your wife been at the last 3 years? Because the girl contract they said went from 58K to 90K. So obviously the relationship, and they said it was like a 1 year. She broke off with him. Like she was a girl. They was boyfriend and girlfriend. So was him and the wife separated, right? Like are they on thin ice about to get a divorce, but we don't want to make it public, you know what I mean, because you're a coach and the money's good and we'll just live our separate lives, and he ain't been shaking, so he done made the. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because then like to go crazy like that over some cakes when you got a wife and 3 kids is wild, and the kids seem pretty young. So the story is just not adding up to me. You know what I mean? Did the wife know you had the girlfriend, but the wife was like, don't make no other bitch pregnant. You made her pregnant. And then was like, yo, we can't be doing this because I'm a head coach, so you got to get rid of the baby. We going to order the. Like, what? This shit is diabolical, bruh. Because I'm just trying, like, me as a former player, right? Like, if I wanted to go meet with the coach, let's say we had practice. Let's say it's a school day. It's a random Monday, Tuesday. We in the facility. I'm about to go up to the coach's office. You know what I mean? Like, and coaches. I mean, these coaches' offices now. The coaches' offices be crazy. Like, they could have office within the office, multiple doors. Like, if y'all haven't watched Coach Prime on YouTube, Deion Sanders Jr. He's been chronicling basically the whole time they've been at Colorado, and so you can see Coach Prime. He live in his office. You know what I mean? Like, these coaches live at the facility. Like, I don't think people really understand what really goes on in college football. Like, I know they're getting paid now, but I played when they wasn't getting paid. You know what I mean? 15 years ago, and so you're at the facility. All right, let's check this out. So a regular day during the season, right? You have workouts. So usually there's two different workout sessions. There's an early morning workout session, and then there's a mid-afternoon workout session. And then if you can't make either two of those, typically a few players, they could squeeze their shit in either in between those workouts or post practice or something like that. So let's think about it. Monday, after a game, right? You got the game on Saturday. Sunday, you get back home, you recover. That's film study. That's going to the facility to get treatment, ice, stim, if you have injuries, whatever, massage, electrical therapy, whatever. Monday, typically Monday games in the season is a light day, right? It's get warmed up. We're going to walk through some stuff, film. So your day starts, though, on a Monday, typically like 6 a.m., right? You might have a workout at 6 a.m. So that means you got to be up 5, get dressed, be at the facility by 6 or before 6, so you can get dressed, be in the weight room at 6 o'clock. All right, you're gonna have an hour workout, 7. All right, then after that, get washed up, go get treatment, go get breakfast. Right, and then you might have an 8 o'clock class, an 8, 9, 10 a.m. class, 11 o'clock class. Go get breakfast, and then if you don't have those classes, what are you doing? Like most guys, you might go back to your crib, take a nap. Or you're going to be at the facilities, right? The facilities have gaming systems. They have lounges. Some of the, these higher places got sleep pods. So you can go to the facility and take a nap. You know what I mean? So then let's say you got practice. Or typically you might have film, right? So you got film study, let's say at like 2. You know what I mean? And then you got some guys that may lift or work out in between that time. So you got film study for about an hour, right? You got team meeting. You go over, hey, this is what we did well in the game. This is what we didn't do well in the game. Watch some highlights. You got your special teams. Typically, you'll break up, do special teams, and then you'll have defensive meetings, and then you'll break out down from offensive, defensive meetings into your individual meetings. So I play safety, so it'll be safeties, DBs, and then after that, you go get ready for practice. You go out to practice. So then typically you practice from about 3:30 till about 6. Right, and then the guys that got to leave early because they got night classes, got class at 6. They got to be out of there at 5:30 so they can get to their night class at 6 or whatever. So then you have, you break down at 6. You got extracurriculars. Again, you're going to go get some treatment. You might go watch some film. You're going to go get some dinner. Guys have class, 6, 6:30, 7, 8 o'clock night class. Come back, watch more film. So people always in and out of the facility, right? The coaches is always there. Coaches' wives come. You see, if they have kids, they'll bring them to practice. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to figure out how was they really going about this. You know what I mean? And nobody knew, or it was just, because it's just suspicious to me. But then the crash out part is crazy to me because it's like, bro, you fucked it up. Like you just fucked up everything over some cheeks. Over some young chicks, you just lost millions of dollars. Like, I know they talk about Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp's situation different because Shannon Sharp is a Hall of Fame player. Yeah, he gave the girl the cash, but he gonna get that shit back on the back end with his media shit. This dude, the only way he getting the shit back, he got to write a book. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how you recover off of this shit. I mean, a podcast, because ain't nobody gonna hire this nigga again. Like, the first black coach in Michigan history, Power 5, and you fucked that up. $6 million a year, what? And you got handed the job. You ain't even had to go through the process.